You know, I thought we'd get something a bit crazy in Game 3 of Fearless. This feels quite tame overall. I do think the Gwen is a big scary factor, especially since DuDu got his hands on it. Which we've seen a lot of Scions abuse, because it's a max HP shield that you get later in the game.
It's gigantic.
So they'd normally like TP into fights and have that mega shield.
Flash on in as DuDu, maybe he thought he had flash. I'm not so sure because he's just dead. First blood goes over to Kingen. That must have been a misclick. All right, break it down.
Okay, so Kingen's like, I have Ignite. I feel good here.
So he tried to avoid the
He tried to flash the Q, but Kingen ended it early because he knew he would try and flash it. So he's like, I'm just going to get the damage. I don't care about getting the knock. You know,
a bit more.
Considering it's supposed to nullify magic, it doesn't really do that good of a job.
All right, here we go. Ignite is off cooldown. DuDu is getting traded against, and he's not having a very fun time. He's just getting auto to death. Flash over the scissors, and Kingen gets a second solo kill against DuDu.
Well, this time... the smite!
There is Lee Sin, and he does get in. Now, Pyosik has flash. He is going to utilize it just to get away.
That was actually pretty slick from Pyosik. Smite the minion to get the Q on him. That was pretty smooth. Died to sponge. So... well played. Yeah, got hit by the slow. Kingen just walks up and ignites him and just starts autoing him. Gets inside the shroud so he can land everything. And then flashes over the snip.
Meanwhile, we got a pretty big trade in the bottom lane. Lehends almost dead. Doesn't look like he will die as Taeyoon is continuing the trade. He says, no, I win this. And I'm not sure that we agree. And he's going to have to flash away.
Now, so we'll see what he can do with that.
Nice Q to come through, but they're engaging with the jungler here. Taeyoon has barrier as well. They're just going to look for Peter. And there is the stun. Easy kill. Taeyoon picks it up. Meanwhile, we got a little ult trade in mid. Pyosik is here. And trying to clear the wave. The Q will just be dodged. Scout says, I don't need my flash. I just run away.
Yeah, that bot play a little ambitious. I think would have made complete sense if Pyosik had been there. Have your jungle backing up, just a little bit ambitious. Itchy trigger finger comes through from Peter and ends up backfiring. Try to ult to the mid lane though. Clozer are going to be, I think, pretty happy with it. If you're trading ults and don't end up doing any sums. Okay, Lehends, not your red buff.
Yeah.
Kingen has an ignite again, by the way, so is he going to get another solo kill? That's the question.
And let's see what he can do. No ult available, just trying to clear the wave as much as possible. Pyosik says, I'm just going to... yeah, the Q
there's no way. There's no way!
Well, and now maybe DuDu is in a bit of trouble. Zombie Scion's getting in there. The dash is going to help. And Sponge just says, I'll take it from here. Man, that was... I kind of want to close my eyes in reverse. Like, can I take that out of my brain? Like, I don't want to see that. Unfortunately, it was the LCK.
You saw him charging it up! And you ward-hopped into it! What did you think was going to happen?
Now, if he hits the Q, does he live? I think he does.
But, like, you can just ward-hop not into the Q!
I know. I mean, they're collapsing now, but it looks a little bit late. It's like they're dilly-dallying a bit, and yeah, DNS will just get it. Peter had a good angle as well.
Okay, they can get some play cold here, though. You know.
Lehends take the red buff.
Just take the grub.
Maybe the health regen? Anyway, we are looking to maybe do something here on the Rift Herald, but it's late again. I mean, Sponge is still going to go in. Gets that ult down. Bit of damage on a deokdam, but Peter also getting low, but he hits the ult on a 3, and that's all he needs to do. The health be damned. And the Scion is going to run away, so they get the Rift Herald +2. Not half bad for DNS.
Yeah, I just feel like the team fight, the setup, better from DNS, coming in immediately. If Scout or Taeyoon are fed, then it's less of a concern, but they're not fed. It's been a pretty even game. If they're just dishing out damage, that's okay, but there's a lot of threats on the other team that they kind of have to fend off.
We got deokdam to finish off that. They're trying to TP in here, actually, DNS. They want to get a bit more.
Yeah, Scout with no flash.
And, I mean, they should be able to get Scout. Like, that should happen. They're looking to trade the turrets as well. The needles do go through, and DuDu picks up the kill. And that should eventually be the turret as well. And meanwhile, Kingen is just getting top turret.
So last game, we saw a DNS who fell behind and whipped.
And now, I mean, we got an Infernal Drake in a minute 15, but already DNS are trying to pressure as much as possible with this very early Baron they have.
And Scout is just playing the silent. Just have TP. There are wards behind if they want to go for something crazy. Oh, DuDu's just pushing his power.
Just getting free lights. And they're going to force a fight here. They are going to get Clozer. Nobody really stops him. And they say, Clozer, you're fine. It's okay. A big shockwave's going to hit 3, but Clozer will go down as the sweep catches nobody. And deokdam is untouched. DuDu is untouched. Although Taeyoon is now getting value on the backside. He jumps in, takes out Pyosik. It's a battle of the carries. And it looks pretty good for the Gwen as Taeyoon just does not have the staying power. And it is the year of DuDu officially once again.
The hiatus is over. Year of DuDu back on schedule. Comes into the fight. He's there to clean up when things get messy. And it's him versus Sion, and he takes that any day of the week. Kingen just gets to watch as he kills his tower in front of him.
Oh, man. This is the worst feeling as Kingen.
He's sitting there. He's like, guys. I thought Scout got a lot more value with the ult than he did.
No, he didn't.
Actually, just like everyone just kind of split.
Yeah.
When it came in.
Yeah, he wasn't able to do much. He just kind of went in.
On the same page.
Yeah. And you know, it's looking pretty good for DNS. You and I both DNS predictors.
Oh, did I have TP flank coming in? Flank coming in.
Immediately curse it. They're trying to get on top of deokdam. He's in a lot of trouble, actually. This is a good play from Lehends as they get into that backline, but the damage isn't quite sticking as now Taeyoon pushes in, and the Ezreal is down. A big shockwave, but they've already taken out deokdam. And this time it's really up to DuDu alone as he is going in. There's nowhere else for him to go. The needle's hit, but that is it. He only gets the one. Pyosik is down, and that is the final kill, going immediately to Taeyoon.
I don't think they have enough time to end the game here, but it's a massive team fight win for
From
Nongshim.
Malhouse directly, Caster Curse is real, so even he's come around, and you know what? I agree. I always have. But now we have another Baron attempt. We got TP coming in. Sponge is here. He's going to spot this one. DuDu, he TP's in. Whoa. And he blast cones out.
Okay. He's okay. He's fine.
He's got that shield.
Dragon's in 2 minutes, so they don't have to do anything crazy now. DNS can just play for Soul. But things are feeling a lot more even. I also want to note, I think DuDu was level 16 and Taeyoon was level 13.
And, you know, DuDu, he doesn't have the needles anymore, but a lot of posturing here in the front line as now the ult is going to come in. Kingen has to immediately get out. Kick. Not going to hit anyone. Except the Sion, of course. As Ingo Scout, very telegraphed. Oh, the still gonna get it into him. Clozer does go down. As the side boost up was pretty good on top of it. deokdam still has angle, and DuDu is in that back line, but he's just CC'd 100 to 0, and Taeyoon lives almost forever. Finally goes down, but deokdam is alone. And now Nongshim will take a huge fight and look to push and maybe end the game.
That should be enough for the Death Timers. I think they can just push to go for an end here. Actually, they don't think they have the time. Looks like the pings are going for the Baron.
Baron, yeah. And yeah, I mean,
I think they might be right.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next fight, which might not be for a while. I think that Nongshim do have, obviously, the ability to go for when everybody's grouped up there with Scout and Kingen, and they had DuDu marked. They knew he was on the top side. He didn't have the needles. He wasn't as much of a threat.
Really gotten anything new in quite some time. So
he's probably going to get an inhibitor turret. So trading an inner for DuDu getting an inhibitor turret against Baron. Maybe they don't get the full inhibitor turret, but DuDu's still going to get away, especially with all these disengage cones. And actually now looking for the engage themselves. Pyosik trying to slow them down, looking for Lehends, but the headbutt comes in, and I think it's just a little bit too much of a reach.
Yeah, not able to find the angle there.
Not really the most impactful Baron push we've seen.
Yeah. I think the game just in a very tense really opted into that much magic resist in the builds.
And they get another turret, so...
Okay, starting to get the pressure.
As we're getting Banshees taken away, we're getting a lot of poke in already. As that is the big slam already into Peter. He is extremely low, and all this damage is only hitting Kingen. So for Nongshim, I mean, yeah, Taeyoon actually did take a bit of damage himself. And they're just going to try to burst this one down. Might get a bit flippy here, as Peter, he is not really a factor anymore. And they're just going to give it away.
The poke is too much, forced away. Dragon given over. It's not soul for Nongshim, but it does stall the game out further. And Dude's in trouble. TP coming in, he's TPing out.
TP. And that's... he got over the wall, he saw the ward, and he's like, oh, well, either I TP or I'm probably just dead, so.
Yeah, oh, they're going straight for Baron, though.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of damage with their Fed carries.
They actually would do it pretty fast, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Pyosik? Okay, never mind. They're not. It was a TP. It's a long cooldown TP, though, from the... They've been both the TPs on the side of...
He wants something. And maybe it's going to be Lehends. Doesn't pull the trigger. I
They
mean,
want his flash.
This game is so close. Like, you can see both sides are like, they want to commit to something, but...
I mean, getting any sum, everyone has their flashes up, right? Getting any summoner would be so big here. Just even like a flash of an Alistair would be huge. I thought they were going to find an angle there, trap him in the pit, maybe kick a Scion into him. They got both the TPs from Nongshim, including that super long cooldown Scion TP. Gwen shreds, but you know, DuDu's been on these items for a while. He hasn't really gotten anything new in quite some time, so
he's probably going to get an inhibitor turret. So trading an inner for DuDu getting an inhibitor turret against Baron. Maybe they don't get the full inhibitor turret, but DuDu's still going to get away, especially with all these disengage cones. And actually now looking for the engage themselves. Pyosik trying to slow them down, looking for Lehends, but the headbutt comes in, and I think it's just a little bit too much of a reach.
Yeah, not able to find the angle there.
Not really the most impactful Baron push we've seen.
Yeah. I think the game's just in a very tense position. They got the Dragon Luffer, but they just haven't really opted into that much magic resist in the builds.
They get another turret, so...
Okay, starting with just Taeyoon and DuDu right now, I think are the main characters in this fight.
Yeah. I feel like Peter as well. Like, I want to see him have a good engage, because we haven't really seen it yet. I mean, early in the game, sure, but not on a big late game team fight. As we're getting Banshees taken away, we're getting a lot of poke in already. As that is the big slam already into Peter. He is extremely low, and all this damage is only hitting Kingen. So for Nongshim, I mean, yeah, Taeyoon actually did take a bit of damage himself. And they're just going to try to burst this one down. Might get a bit flippy here, as Peter, he is not really a factor anymore. And they're just going to give it away.
The poke is too much, forced away. Dragon given over. It's not sold for Nongshim, but it does stall the game out further. And DuDu's in trouble. TP coming in, he's TPing out.
TP. Yeah. Well, at least they have a Kai'Sa that has one.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have anyone who's like crazy tanky, but there will be a decent amount of resists. Like just Gwen naturally.
Pyosik just on vision up here. And I mean, he is Lee Sin.
He dodges. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was very close. As they're trying to wrap around here, but again, he's Lee Sin. So you're not really getting anything except putting yourself in an awkward spot here as Nongshim. Now they have to wrap around.
This is delicate.
This is like ring around the rosy.
Both teams just jostling for position, you know. I have to remind you, neither team is out if they lose this, but you can see the pressure really on. They don't want to go to that elimination match.
Yeah.
That best of 5. They want to win here.
It's exhausting too. You got to come back to the studio. You got to play potentially 5 games against tier ranks. You don't know where you're going to get there. Exhaust goes in onto DuDu. That's not really going to find anything. They find Scout. They got him. They got him into his Zonias. But no follow-up. There's the flash. Scout now going in on a Pyosik, but that is one scoop onto only Pyosik, and now Sponge is alone. And Nongshim are kind of falling apart at the seams, just trying to escape at this point. And maybe that's some Baron pressure here from DNS. Definitely map pressure as they start up the Baron.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, right? They get some flashes, they get the Zonias from Scout, but no kills. No kills. And now Nongshim going to reapproach, and the poke from Taeyoon is so scary, by the way, on this Baron.
Yeah.
Clozer, look at his health.
I mean, they're getting so low here, but Kingen trying to frontline. He's getting low himself. He's just basically dead. He ults, he flashes, he gets away. Smites just come down here. A little bit late, they do get it though. Sponge zoned away. He's going into the GA. And now it's all about the deokdam show. As Sponge not able to get out of this one. In goes Taeyoon trying to burst down DuDu. Not able to, but a 4-man knockup comes in from Lehends. Taeyoon's still alive, still on the chase, but it's really just him.
Oh, the W!
And Scout goes in as well. He's just gonna get so much value onto so many members, but now it's only Taeyoon as he is on the escape.
Pyosik?
Pyosik getting huge value on the Lee Sin. Does not
deokdam!
And deokdam deokdam. One more Q would do it.
Oh, he's gonna die.
One Q. There it is. Perfectly timed. And deokdam seals the deal in the fight.
And Taeyoon's
For
dead.
DNS. And I want you guys to keep in mind, this game is not over. Like, Noshim still could somehow win this. It's not, again, DNS are favored for it. But yeah, Baron only for another minute. And you can see that DNS not really willing to dive at this point. It is just too close.
And now with the Infernal Soul, that extra damage with champions like an Ezreal really starts to hit. You connect a Mystic Shot onto a squishy member.
Yeah, not sign.
Yeah. Taeyoon does have Rabadons though, so those Void Seekers are a major threat. That poke has been the MO from Nongshim. I do think more magic resist from DNS will really help take the edge off. Because this is such a magic damage heavy composition from Nongshim. Definitely the game has swung into the DNS side at this point.
Definitely has.
But it's still, you know, we've seen it go back and forth many a time in this game.
It's still a really close game. Like, yes, 2 inhibitors are down. DNS trying to push here for the 3rd. And, I mean, the Ezreal is chunking so much.
TP him back. They need to defend this 3rd inhibitor.
Yeah, mid lane as well as being pushed in.
Ooh,
the Void Seekers are not hitting.
If they miss, it's huge, because you don't get the cooldown refund when they miss, so it buys you so much time.
Yep. And, yeah, Scout kind of has to play both sides here, mid and top. And thankfully for his sake, the wave's not quite synced up.
Yeah, Pyosik tanked that one, but it does mean it's back available. That one just, well, I don't know where that was going, but...
Swing and a miss. So, yeah, I mean, they still have Azir. Like, they can still chop down, and if they don't have Baron... Okay, Sponge went through vision, so he's just going to have to flash away. Kind of awkward there, but...
Okay, good summon to pick up there from taking that flash away from Sponge. Also, I mean, Baron's up in a minute. And Nongshim on red side, so approaching.
All right.
Oh, they're going for Baron.
We're just going to start it. They say we cannot wait. We have to make something happen. As they're looking, the kick! It's going to get onto Taeyoon as well, and he's dead! Pyosik finds the angle and puts them in the ground. As Scout is still alive, he finally goes down, and that's both carries out of this game. deokdam full health, red buff, full build, and this game is over. DNS will win it 2-1 and move on to the playoffs. What a huge performance from them to come.